The White House is also weighing a plan that would boost the nation's emergency home heating oil supply. Joining me now is King Operating Corporation founder and CEO Jay Young. And Jay, I want to pick up on this because the SBR down to historic lows. Now the thinking is the White House is going to cut this deal where you actually, as they continue to sell off from the SBR, they use that money to then go over and take that cash and then build up the Northeast home heating oil reserve. Because they know that winter is coming and 1 in 5 homes in the Northeast use heating oil to stay warm. Does this make any sense to you at all?
No, it doesn't. I mean, it goes back to the same thing that we talked about earlier. It's about drilling. Saudi Arabia, when Biden went over there to ask him about more oil, I mean, sure, they just said, hey, two reasons. Number one, why sell more oil for less money? And number two, you guys go back to the United States and drill. You've got plenty of reserves there. Midland, Permian Basin went from 1 million barrels a day to 5 million barrels a day. Majority of our oil comes from the Permian. A lot of it left. We've got a lot of oil here. It just doesn't make sense. There's a lot of pipeline issues that we've had. The federal government needs to step in, take care of these pipeline issues, like in New York, in the Northeast. Terrible. We need to open up those pipelines because that's what transports all of your fossil fuels a lot easier. That would be a lot better for the United States. And we just need more oil. We need to be drilling for oil in the United States. Companies are making billions and billions of dollars, and this time they're not coming back and drilling, which is what they need to be doing with that money.
Well, but is your point that they're exporting off of the leases they currently have? Because we're still drilling on private land. It's federal land that we're no longer doing any new exploration. And it seems to me that the Biden administration has no intent at all to increase domestic production.
Right. And I don't know what the reason behind that is with demand. Our demand is strong. Right now, yes, I know with the COVID situation in China and the disruption you're having over there, you're seeing prices come down right now. They're going to come back up. You're seeing $70 oil. It's going to come back up in the future because we don't have the supply necessary. And when you don't have that supply necessary and demand comes back, we're going to have a huge problem. And we're not drilling. Institutions are coming out, public companies, federal governments, the whole chain. And we're just not seeing it like we normally would when you see higher prices. Normally, when companies start making billions of dollars, they go back to what they love doing, which is drilling for oil and gas, but they're not doing it this time. That's going to have a supply problem. So in February, March of next year, next summer, we're going to see, I can see $120 oil overnight. Only because of our supply issue.
That's a good. And oil is down today for other reasons. I think that's more economic. But I want to switch from crude over to diesel because I was looking at today's diesel prices. We're at $5.21 a gallon on diesel. Diesel is everything. Diesel is the workhorse of the energy. It's the workhorse of the U.S. economy. It's trucks. It's rail. It's ships. It's everything. And that in particular, to me, seems like the crisis we're avoiding and not talking about right now. What can we do here? Or what, I guess, can the administration do?
Exactly. I mean, to be drilling for more oil is really the answer. That pipeline, that Keystone pipeline out of Canada, that's the type of oil you need to help us. I mean, the Russian had a lot of oil they were transporting to us, and of course we cut that off. But then also the Keystone pipeline would have helped us out a lot. But we need to be drilling for oil in the United States. And I've said this over and over again because we need that supply. When you need the demand, you need the supply. And if you don't have it, the price is going to go up, or you simply run out. I think last Monday was the day we were supposed to run out of diesel. All in all, 25 days was last Monday. That didn't happen. But what happens is when you have your demand is staying strong, like it is for diesel, because diesel is. I mean, our country runs on diesel.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a lot of reasons to use diesel, and that's our economy. Well, we need it, and we're slowly coming back, and we're slowly getting back to where we need to with diesel.
Well,
but
Jay, I think we dodged a bullet, though. We have to run, but you know what? I think we dodged a bullet here because I was looking at distillate stockpiles last week. That's diesel, that's heating oil. It rose 1.7 million barrels last week. We were looking for a 550,000 barrel drop. So I think, if anything, it was just luck that we didn't see this. But that's 1 week. that's one report. And the way that we're going right now,
Right.
as temperatures are dropping and dropping, it's going to be a different story, and people are going to be unhappy. And, you know, we'll see what Biden will do. But he's more interested in sending millions of dollars to Southeast Asia for climate change, I guess, that he would be investing here. So anyway, Jay, thank you very much. We appreciate it.